Anybody joining, please hit the like button as you enter and shout out to y'all. Hey, damn shame, how you doing? Welcome, welcome. Yes, I'm waiting for my guest. I am a little late, I am a little late. But welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Hey, Texas, baby. Shout out to you. I'm gonna drop that link for you. Give me about 60 seconds. You dig? Shout out to you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I drop that link for you, door. Yeah, I hear my dog over there drinking water all loud and shit. He's so rude. He's so rude. But welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We'll get started in just a few minutes. I'm gonna give it about the 10-minute mark. Yeah, dig. I'm gonna give it to the 10-minute mark or whatnot. It's a hard knock life. First of all, I'd like to thank God. Second of all, I'd like to thank my whole entire Delta family on both sides. You know what I'm saying? I'd like to tell Tupac keep his guards up. We ride with him. And what I'm saying, I like to say, any artist out there want to be an artist, want to stay a star, don't have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the video, all on the record, dancing. Come to Death Row. Second of all, I'd like to thank my whole entire Death Row family on both sides, you know what I'm saying? I'd like to tell Tupac keep his guards up. We ride with him. And what I'm saying, I like to say, any artist out there want to be an artist and want to stay a star, don't have to worry about the executive producer trying to be all in the video, all on the record, dancing. Come to Death Row. Boy, that right there is a classic. You heard me? Look at y'all about to disclaimer. I'm so done. I'm so done. Hey, I'm just here as a supporting cast. You feel me? Oh my God, that's funny, damn shame. That is so funny. Hey, Miss J. Jones, how you doing, babes? Good to see you, love. Texas, welcome to the
Hey, sweetheart.
stage, darling. Welcome, welcome. How you doing?
I'm okay, girl. Yeah, just of course Neo done brought me out, making all of these false accusations. So
Hmm. As usual.
as usual. So yeah, I had to come up here and address. some of them, I guess, before we head on into court, like she say she gonna be taking me to. Okay, but yeah, I'll be ready, Neo. Just so you know.
I think we all ready, just like the other five people that she never sued and took to court. I'm sure they still sitting on ice ready to. And Miss
Exactly.
J. Jones says she likes your name, Texas Bama.
Thank you so much.
But yeah, it that was strange, you know. This little thing that just happened with what she was saying, it is crazy how this is just never ending with this girl. Like, I mean, the lies do not stop. I'm like, so you really gonna come out here and you just gonna start up your smear campaign with a whole lie on a girl. You just gonna get
Right.
cranked up with a lie.
Girl, because she swore up and down that she was validated in her belief that I was feeding you information.
Right. And
Again,
and
probably another projection.
mhm, mhm. Hey, mentors. Absolutely, absolutely.
Yeah, I don't even know where she could have got that shit from. Well, what did she say? Because
Because she been in these chats sneaking and geeking, so she trying to put shit together and just loud and wrong, you know?
yeah, and
Just
she also
loud and
claimed
wrong.
that because I was in those particular lives, and so I know. But I don't know why a person would think that just because you say so, that that's proof of anything.
Hmm.
So she said she got the fucking receipts. That's all she ever yell. I got the receipts. I got the receipts. Well, bitch, why do you have to keep yelling that? Just drop that shit. Like I said the last
Right.
time I came up here, she don't have nothing to prove what she's saying. Just because I was in a live and I can verify that you never knew. You claim to have never known Dr. York until up to that time when someone mentioned his name, that's proof of anything. Because I don't know, I've never heard her say that she knew him or not. I don't even recall that live. Why she thinks that I just remember every fucking live that, or yeah, that I've ever been in the comments on or on the panel for. But yeah, so I'm interested to find out where you got that information from and whether or not it's true. So yeah, I'm just as curious as everyone else is,
Yeah,
and
I
I'm sure it'll
am.
come out.
It's so funny too because she's so stupid, and I'm sorry, I just gotta call it for what it is. That I literally, when I went live and started even dropping shorts and stuff like that, people know I don't really like hide things or even
I
like
believe
I'm
that.
very kind of blunt with it. I literally said, Neo, when you decided to ask me to get off on more ass, when you wanted to take up for him more, give him more flowers, do all this extra shit, well, guess what? I gave you what you wanted. And then I went down a rabbit hole on your ass. All you have to do, any one of us right now can put her name in this YouTube database, and you can put Neo X versus any of these people. Shaka, you can put Neo X and Mayat Forever. You know what I'm saying? You can put Neo X and Sinetta. You can put any of these names in there, and
Yep.
different panels or videos come up on her. She's already made it clear that she's been in different sectors. We know kind of a roundabout of a few of them because we kind of have an idea of certain people she's been into it with and who they were connected with. So it's not like this was some difficult rabbit hole. It really isn't. It's just the fact that I
Right.
took the time to actually listen to these videos. Anybody can fucking type in the shit. It's just that nobody really gave a fuck until now. Like, a lot of this stuff had arose through the past couple of years, right? But because a lot of us wasn't in these different sectors with Neo, we didn't none of us ain't really give a shit about what the hell she had going on and arguments with other people. But once you out here and you trying to be petty, you lying on people, you doing all this, well, listen, handle what comes out about you. And make no mistake, the crazy part is, y'all, half the shit that I've been showing, it's not even my words. It's the words of others. You can't
Yeah.
be mad at me if I want to listen to what other people have to say about you. And if I want to post it, if I might even dare believe it. You know what I'm saying? And that's just where it's at.
Isn't that your due
So
diligence? Isn't that what you should be doing anyway? To make sure that the people that you're associating with, the people you're surrounding yourself with, are solid people. I
absolutely.
mean, it's not our fault that she don't have the common sense to do the same.
Absolutely.
But that's
And
what
that's what
happens
she
when you
was
try
scared
to.
of.
Yeah, I believe it. I
Like,
believe
why
it.
did you
So let me
private a
go
lie?
ahead and exactly. I could not believe that because Chad, did you get to record it? Because I heard you was
We
saying
got
that you was trying to keep up with.
it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, she got to be quicker than that.
beautiful, beautiful.
Mhm.
Yeah, because when I seen you go live right after that, I was like, thank the Lord, because yeah, this is some bullshit. She was straight on her demon time once again, as always. And when I first met Neo, when I first linked up with her, she was not like that. You know,
Yeah.
she was very level headed, but once I guess Sonetta got on her ass,
Hmm.
she can't take the heat. So it's like, bitch, just get your ass out the kitchen. Like, this is not
Hmm.
for you.
It's not.
Even
She's
though she
too
tries so
emotional.
hard to act like she can. It's really pathetic at this point. Like I said, I have no pity for her. She brings all of this shit on herself. And then the
Mhm.
way she twists up your words is just unbelievable.
Right.
And when
Literally.
I say word, I mean any person, which I've seen her do time
Anybody.
and
Yeah.
time again.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's what she did not want me showcasing. And it was like so obvious. Like she was running around here constantly pointing out, like, I ain't scared of your roast. I ain't scared of your roast. Well, I don't my roast ain't to make no one scared. I don't threaten people or, get too harsh. And but she kept making it a point about, not caring if I roast her, kind of prepping herself for that. You know what I mean? And I'm like,
Yeah.
girl, like, but then when I started dropping them shorts, she was like totally spazzing out, she that, went down this
Mm.
striking spree or whatever. But see, this is the her MO. She didn't want me seeing that this is how she is in every sector, every group. Soon as somebody starts side-eyeing her or don't really like what type of time she be on, she starts a smear campaign. She starts all these lies and shit to try to cover up who she is.
Yeah, I agree.
Because the
'Cause
way she started up, I couldn't believe it when I saw that damn live and was like, wait a minute. Are you really over there? Started a live. It's one thing she went live about Tinkers, right? Now, keep in mind, y'all, the girl was trying to get at me
yeah,
for all day. She had been focused on striking me, striking me, striking me. But when that started failing her, when she saw that it didn't work, what did she do? She went live and put the focus on Tinkers. And then when we're still laughing about that dumb shit and da 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 da, what did she do? She come live and make Texas Bama a problem. Like, give it fucking a rest already. Fuck.
yeah. Like, I can't go where I want to go and confirm whatever information needs to be confirmed. I don't know why she has this sense of entitlement or this intense feeling of control or that she has to control a situation. But yeah, you can't silence me. You don't make me move, and that's part of the issue why we fell out.
Mm-hmm.
I, I believe because yeah, the bitch just jumped out the window on my ass for asking a fucking question. I couldn't believe it. But yeah, I don't surround myself or associate myself with people like that. I don't argue with my friends. You know, if we can't have a civil conversation, then we don't need
Mm-hmm.
to be friends. So
Absolutely.
everything
Did
that
you
you
ever
said happened to
experience
you.
this?
I have. That's what I was just fixing to say.
I mean,
Everything that
like in
you
that
said,
last shit, like her whatever community y'all used to be in or whatever. Like you saw these behaviors firsthand, didn't you?
I did. So I saw it happen with Sinetta, and you know, Sinetta is um first of all, he's a man. You know what I'm saying? I would never try to presume what a man is thinking or how they feel or why they react the way that they do, but I am familiar with the human psyche, you know, and I do know that when a person is pushed or lied on, you know, or made to feel a certain way and they feel like they need to defend themselves, that's just how the human psyche works, and that's understandable. But when you want to come out and attack lies with lies, I don't I don't believe in that. You know what I'm saying? I don't conduct myself like that. I don't carry myself like that. And I'm not going to be associated with a person who behaves like that. So it went from Sinetta to my forever. I was there for that. I was there for the Queen Throne. And then it was pretty much when it got to Queen's Throne where you know, I started kind of questioning, you know, and started trying to tell her that, you know, she needs to get back to her teachings. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like she didn't ever have time to do her scheduled lives on her so-called teachings, but yet she always made time for the bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Because she just has to get it out or whatever the fuck is wrong with her. But
Okay.
when she started like going at Callie, I was just like, hold on just a second.
Okay.
Am I on this? Yeah, baby. Okay, thank you. Yeah, but when she started going at Callie, I just couldn't believe it. Because again, this is your friend, right? And it's okay to
Mm,
have a difference of opinion. This is what she claims to stand on and believe. But if this is your friend, then I expect you to have a certain amount of respect for them. You know what I'm saying? Don't be jumping on their panel, disrespecting their guests and shit.
absolutely. Which she has a habit of.
Yes.
Which
So
yeah.
yeah, the
What do
behavior
you know
has
that happened
continued to
between
follow.
her and the and Mr. Forever? What happened between them two?
So um they were both going at Sinetta when they I think found out about Polite, and when all the accusations started coming about, actually I believe Sinetta was the one who released a few people's backgrounds showing that they had some questionable backgrounds dealing with children. So, you know, Sinetta had
Mm,
his own beef, his own bullshit going on with people. And once him and my out forever, his name is Shaka. Once him and
right.
Shaka fell out, Shaka went on, you know, a tour of trying to expose him as a house of pedophiles and pretty much calling him a pedophile supporter. And Neo jumped on that bandwagon, and I supported both of their channels. And based off the information that they were providing, you know, I was following along, and some of the information was questionable. He definitely allowed pedophiles on his. So there are different phrases for that type of behavior, you know what I'm saying, depending on the age bracket, you know what I'm saying? But he definitely did allow people with questionable backgrounds and records on his platform. He gave them a platform to speak and to teach the people, you know, which is one thing that I disagreed with. But there was never really any evidence that came out or proof, evidentiary wise, to prove that Sinetta,
What's that?
you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And there were accusations made. So anyway,
What
that's what
about with
Shaka
Shaka? Was he
that's what
ever
Shaka was on
confirmed?
the tour with him about. Um so I can't really remember how her and Shaka fell out. That's what it was. Yeah, she allowed Sinetta a platform while Shaka, I don't know if Shaka was there before Sinetta got there or after. I believe he was there before, and she let Sinetta on the panel to speak his piece. I don't know if she was trying to mediate between the two of them or really what her purpose or plan was. But anyway, she allowed Sinetta to get up there, and that's when she told Sinetta that he had every right to talk about that man's family like that. And that's
Right.
what set Shaka off. He then went on a damn whole touring campaign about her ass being a fake advocate. You know what I'm saying? And I tried to remain neutral because I could understand his side, I can understand her side. Her response to Shaka and V. Bennett was to call them gay, which I thought was very childish, very inappropriate.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried to have some type of understanding for her as well. And again, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still new to her, still feeling her out. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, I'm just a YouTube supporter at the end of
I
the day.
got a
You know what I'm
question.
saying? At this
I
point.
got a question. I got a
So
question
it's,
for you.
yeah, yeah,
Can
yeah.
you hear me? My question is, well, I don't know if it's a question or just maybe and how you feel about the fact that she would, because it seems to me that, and I'm being having a real honest, this is real honesty. This ain't no dig to her. This is real honesty. It seems to me that that she rocks with people, and then whenever she for whatever reasons, whether it's to stay in alignment with someone else, whether it's to I don't know, whatever it could be, it seems to me that when she has these falling outs, disagreements and stuff like that, that she has no problem like pushing, these, even creating, I ain't even gonna say pushing, but like literally creating narratives on people in their lives and stuff like that. Have you seen that type of shit where it's like there's
Well,
no
that's exactly where it started with shocking them by calling them gay. You know what I'm saying? And
right,
she just swear up
and
and down because she's
the
in the
fact that she
community. She
did
knows.
that while being
Yeah,
that is what do you think about that? Do you did the people find
girl.
that interesting that she would call these two men that in a derogatory way, and actually be that herself? How does that work?
Exactly. I don't think any of us really took great issue with it at first. Um, because she was trying to cover it up with the fact that, she is a part of the community. So therefore, she's the only one who has this special eye in order to be able to spot that type of behavior out. You know what I'm saying? And it's just
Mhm.
like, okay, that was like in one ear and out the other because I never supported her comments when she made statements like that because I didn't agree with it. I never at any time felt that there was any inkling, you know what I'm saying, that they were. Now, could they have been? Yeah, but who fucking cares? Like, why is that so fucking important? She was just trying to do that to get to them, like she trying to do to us. You know what I'm saying? That's just her
Right.
fucking MO. But
Right.
over time, that's what I came to conclude. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah. Yeah. And she actually told me herself that she felt she said that V Bennett was in love with Kevin Wesley or something like that. She actually said that to
Yeah.
me because
And
V
that
Bennett
was
has
another one.
visited over here a few times.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So
Yeah, he used to
you know
come
who
on.
he is. Okay.
He used to come on my panel all the time. We'd chat about politics and stuff.
Yeah, he was real heavy into that.
Yeah, he still is.
Yeah, yeah. But the second time that I saw it was when it happened to me. It, so I guess yeah, the whole Queen's Throne thing, that was like a constant back and forth. You know, I'm just like, I don't understand why you continue to go back and forth with her. You know what I'm saying? If you feel that a person has done you wrong, why would you give them another chance to do you wrong?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like if it was that bad, okay, so y'all came to some understanding, and just like she told y'all, if y'all ever have a problem, y'all not gonna bring it to the front end. That's the same arrangement she had with Queen's Throne. So she told me and Queen's Throne, we didn't talk on the phone like that. You know what I'm saying? But I supported her channel because she was a true child's advocate, you know? And that's what her channel was based on. That's what she showed up to fucking present until the last stages of it, you know, uh,
Mm.
when it came to them all trying to bring Sinetta down. So, based on that arrangement that she had with Queen's Throne, when she told me the last time that they fell out, or the last time that she upset her, when it came to her disagreement, Queen's Throne's disagreement with Amora, she told me that she was gonna go live on the ass, and I was like, but wait, you said that y'all wasn't gonna do that. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to remain neutral, and that was a big issue she had, was me trying to remain neutral. She tried to hold this stake over me, like I'm her friend and only her friend, and I should be siding with her. You know what I'm saying? It's like, bitch, I side with what's right. You know what I'm saying? You said you was gonna do this, then you need to be a woman of your word and stand on that. You know what I'm saying? Because just because y'all are disagreeing about something doesn't mean that you need to take it there. Because just the
Right.
other day, it doesn't make sense. Just the other, I mean, literally the day before, she was praising that woman. She did a whole video to praise that woman. It just was not a good look to me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? And if she comes out on you, then I can
Surprise which
see
woman?
Queen's Throne.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah. So I think what she tried to convince me of, which I was not convinced of, which I'm sure she'll tell people I know up and down, is that Queen's Throne accused her the same thing she pretty much accusing you of doing. That's what I'm saying. She got the same old fucking tactics that she follows, the same fucking MO, and it always leads her to the same fucking place. So it's like, bitch, isn't this the definition of crazy, insane? You know what I'm saying? To keep doing the same thing over and over and not getting a different result. So she
Absolutely.
tried to convince me that Queen's Throne came out on her on one of her lives and told everybody that she didn't believe about her childhood trauma event. I told her I never heard that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not fixing to you gonna have to show me.
You
You
didn't
know what I'm saying?
believe
You
it?
want to show me everything else?
Who didn't believe the childhood trauma event?
Queen's Throne. We still
Didn't
talking about
believe
Queen's Throne.
Neo's childhood.
That's what Neo claimed that Queen's Throne did a live about. But I never seen that. So I don't know if she did it and took it down, but I wasn't there for that live.
Okay.
If she did. So yeah, she never produced any evidence. She's just doing the same shit she doing now. I swear, as if her word is fucking bond, and that's not. No, that's not how life works,
Mhm.
honey. You don't get to come out here and make claims about people, and just because I'm supposed to be your friend, you know what I'm saying? I have to believe every word you say, or I'm not a good fucking friend. And it's not like I disbelieved her, but there wasn't. She wasn't showing me no proof. You know what I'm saying? And so it's just like I wanted to remain neutral because I liked Queen's Throne. I didn't want her to feel as if I was picking a side. I wanted to continue to support her endeavor of being a child's advocate.
Mhm.
So, and then after that, it came to me, girl, where I just made a statement, or I just asked a question in regards to her and Callie's back and forth, because she just, I don't know why she speaks so matter of factly, as if her opinion is the only one that counts. Like,
Mhm.
just because you don't have no Indian in your family doesn't mean that what Callie
You.
says about us being the
Mhm.
people of this land and not coming over here in slave ships is true.
Right. Absolutely.
I have a very
Absolutely.
open mind, and I'm open to learning new things. I was just starting to learn about that, and I was actually surprised to find out how many Black Americans were told that they have Indian lineage. Can name the tribe and everything. I just found that quite interesting. So I took a big interest into finding more about that. And when I found out that when I was introduced to Cali by Neo, that's why I started supporting him, because he was
Okay.
very knowledgeable. He had a lot of information that I felt like I could gain from him.
Absolutely. Yeah. I was linked up with him on that movement too, because I was going down the same rabbit hole within my family and genealogy and
Right.
stuff like that.
Girl, so
Absolutely.
when I asked a question based off of one of her crazy ass posts again, trying to come at him, but not mentioning no names, but knowing he just did a live about this, and he's pretty much one of the only people that I know that who is speaking on this subject. Girl, she just snapped on me and I didn't appreciate it. So I snapped right back at her ass, okay? And
Right.
went all the way off on her ass, and that was that.
Oh yeah.
And that's where we landed.
Interesting. Interesting. And did
Yeah.
did did the
Uh,
did the stuff concerning her family originate within that sector, or was it something that trickled into that sector? How how did so when Sinetta did the thing about
so when
her
you say
mother?
originated or trickled into it, it had to do because of the back and forth with him and Neo, and her just exhibiting the same behaviors that she's exhibiting now, making posts, trying to accuse him of having an inappropriate relationship with a 14-year-old, I believe, at the time, when he was like 30, because some person came out and claimed that he was there, that he saw it, that he knew, and that's where that back and forth came from. And Sinetta was pretty much like, y'all ain't proved a damn thing. You know what I'm saying? So you need to stop making those claims. And she or none of the others did, because they were convinced. Um, I was leaning that it could be true. You know, I'm all in it trying to gather all the information that I can from whatever they're presenting, you know, but at the end of the day, like I wasn't convinced. Um yeah, so that's how that all came about. So because she was accusing him of that, you know, Sonetta, he on the same type of time Neo's on, you know what I'm saying? And I don't even know if what he claimed about her is true because again, there was no proof. He swore he had receipts and shit, but he never produced them.
Mhm. Right, right.
But yeah, but for her to say that I know that that never happened to her because her sister and her brother came on live and denied it, baby girl, that's not proof. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not
Right.
gonna go and spread that shit around like I believe she said she claimed at one point that I did, which she never fucking produced. To get this girl, all she do is run her fucking mouth, and that's what I'm saying. Once she linked up with Amora and them, and she started coming at even more people, Queen Fee, Sabrina, she swore she had receipts or that she was getting the receipts and didn't produce a fucking thing. And that's when I had to start falling back. I'm just like, you going from group to group to group. Just a second, break room.
Hey, baby. Hey to you guys. All she does is give lip service. Yeah, with them big soup coolers. With them big ass soup coolers.
All right, all right. Okay, I'm back. Where was I at?
You had said that basically you were saying that neither
With her
one of
brother and
them,
sister, right? Coming out and denying it.
yeah, they hadn't
Yeah, I
confirmed,
mean,
no one had proved, yeah, nothing.
that I'm not gonna get on a stand and say that I know Neo never did this because her brother and her sister. I'm not going to say that I know that, but did they come out and do that? Yes, they did.
And do you know for a
But
fact that was her brother and sister?
exactly, hell the fuck no.
Because
Exactly. You know what I'm
I
saying? The
found it
fuck.
funny. I found it funny that the sister called her Neo, said Mama stubborn, and so is Neo.
Interesting.
Because I know
Yeah,
my
very
siblings would
interesting.
never call me by my YouTube name.
And like
You
I
know,
said, I thought it was very interesting that in her greatest time of need, right, when she called her brother to ask him to come forth and speak on it and let the people know, he couldn't make it. He couldn't show up. So then when he finally did, I was thinking the same thing. Like, how do we even know that this is her brother? You know what I'm saying? Didn't
hmm
see, didn't come on the camera, nothing. But I gave her the benefit of the doubt. I mean, it wasn't that deep to me. I hated the fact that she was having to relive that childhood trauma. Because like she says, that bitch don't know me. She can make whatever accusations that she can, but I can bring forth my people. You know what I'm saying? And we can do whatever we need to do to prove that they're my people and let them tell y'all how they feel about me as a mother, a daughter, a aunt, or whatever the fucking case may be. But yeah, that's a good
Absolutely.
point, Bertrand.
Absolutely. Yeah, I didn't hear the person like say, they kind of sounded very light and airy on a
Mm-hmm.
subject that is very kind of a serious kind of matter, you know what I mean? So I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
they sounded like they was talking about their favorite ice cream or something like, mom likes chocolate and Neil likes vanilla. But So I thought
Yeah, they
that was
was up there
strange.
laughing and shit. Like, I was
Yes.
taken aback.
Also, there wasn't a vague explanation even of, well, if it's not that, then what the hell is it? Because you're not saying you have to tell which your personal stuff or whatever, but the fact that we know that a mother is not going to not speak to her child for years over just y'all stubborn.
Yeah, yeah,
Especially when
and
you calling your
I
mama
can
your hero, you calling your mama your
exactly,
first god. You said that your brother
girl.
called you his hero, but yet we know your mama kicked you out. We know that you have several charges of violent behavior, and one of them were domestic strangulation. We know,
Yeah,
like that's
that
just where
she's
we at
admitted
with it.
to. And I would
That's
never for the life of me allow another motherfucker to prohibit me from speaking to my own mother, from calling and checking up on her, all because I don't like
Mhm.
you. Bitch, I don't have to talk to you. I don't have to see you. But am I not gonna call my mother because of that? That made
Absolutely.
absolutely no sense to me. None.
Absolutely
You
none.
just it don't add up. A
And the
piece
fact
is
that
missing.
everybody's the liar, the school lied, the girlfriend lying, everybody's lying except you.
And I had never even heard that, because regardless of what Neo want to believe, like I was there for every fucking word of the lie, bitch. Like I said, I do have 4 children. You know what I'm saying? So I might need to step away for a minute or whatever the case may be. But I never heard her say that she was estranged from her brother. So I'm interested in finding out more about that as well.
Absolutely. And
Yeah.
we gonna find out more. And we want to know what's that about. What's this obsession with world's greatest auntie? Like we ain't seen Neo. We barely see Neo
Nope.
playing with the little girl. Neo is on live for hours and hours and hours. Used to go live for hours and then go play her game for like damn 8 damn hours. We never even see her interacting with the little girl that's in her household, let alone run around here talking about world's greatest auntie by siblings that barely talk to you. We can't even be for sure if your siblings were your siblings on that panel. Why? Because you was cammed up and
Yeah.
they wasn't. Why is that?
Yeah. Very
Why is that?
interesting.
Why didn't these siblings rush to your aid way a long time ago to debunk this shit? Why did it take, especially a brother who loves you, who says you're his hero? You would think that brother would break his neck. Like, listen, if I can't make it today, look, we gonna do it tomorrow. Not a year later, not 6 months later, not 2 years later, not 3 months later.
Exactly.
They gonna step for their hero, right?
Yep. So when she was talking about bringing him on the second time, I was just like, "Well, good Lord, is he gonna make it this time? Because what the fuck? Why so much time passed from the last time? And he never came out to address it. But
And why they
supposedly
couldn't
that
come
was him
on
who
camera?
did.
You should have had y'all
Hmm.
little background kid picture in the back and showing y'all little uh grown faces up there, like this is the family. Nah, you got some voices up there saying what you didn't do that took months and months and months to come up there and vouch for you. Get the fuck out of here. The fuck out of here. I don't
Oh
buy it.
well. Nope.
Uh-uh.
I At this point I don't believe nothing she says because the way that she jumped up there and spoke on my daughter like that and my daddy was just despicable. Let
Mm-mm,
me see.
mm-mm, mm.
So, in regards to that, the only true thing that she said was that I confided in her about what happened to my daughter and finding out about it when I found out about it, how it came about, and it was due to her overhearing Neo speaking about hers. And so, as a good friend should, I encouraged her to keep telling her story because things like that happen. You know what I'm saying? And she was really touched by it. But when the bitch started going on about how she asked me several times trying to follow up as if she cared about what really happened to my daughter, she did not. Maybe I recall one time the bitch asking me, and I was like, yeah, she's good. And for the record, my daughter did receive the treatment that she needed. You know, she did go to counseling for everyone who cares. But I never told that bitch that it was a grown ass man or a grown ass woman, a grown ass person at all. You know what I'm saying? And she swears she got an email. We spoke about it over the phone. So I can't wait to see whatever this receipt she got, because all I got to do is pull my phone transcripts and it'll say and show exactly what was said. So I'm not even worried about it. But for her to come out, you know what I'm saying, and say that all because she's mad at me was just irresponsible of her. Now I understand you mad at me and you trying to prove a point that I'm a horrible mother and a horrible daughter, but that's not the way to go about it. You know what I'm saying? And that you didn't prove nothing. So yeah, bitch, we waiting for you to drop the receipts. You know what I'm saying? And yes, motherfucker, I can show that my daughter went to counseling, okay, and received the treatment that she needs. And she is on a beautiful path right now, growing into her womanhood, okay? For all those that care. Now, when it comes to my daddy, the bitch lied about that shit too. It's like people like her is why it's hard to make friends. This is why I
Yep.
stay to myself, because I've been disappointed by so many people in my life, because it's just so easy for people to lie or twist up your words, to say that I can't take care of my kids. I can't keep a roof over my head or over their heads because I want to go stay with my father. Like, as if, bitch, you clearly don't remember why I told you I went to go stay with my father. I didn't ask my father to move in with him. My father called me and told me that he needed me. Bitch, I broke a whole fucking lease to go and help my father, because that's what a daughter's supposed to do, right?
Mhm.
Okay. And then gonna say that I ain't never paid him no bills, no money for rent. How the fuck do you know that? Did I tell you that, bitch? Produce the fucking receipts, because why the fuck would I tell you that when that's exactly what the fuck I'm doing? Like,
Mhm.
girl, the lies are just motherfucking insane. And it's like, do you clearly don't have the best of memory as you feel like you do? Like, bitch, did you check your fucking receipts before you jumped on this motherfucker with this bullshit? I
Nah.
couldn't believe
Well,
it.
she lies on my childhood all the time. And let me tell y'all quickly what cracks me
Girl.
up. She what because Neo is not a long time supporter of mine, meaning the whole time I've been out here, da da da. So she's not familiar with all of my content, right? So I shared with her a story, not just with her, but my Gigi sisters as well on the phone. One day when Neo was feeling down about some past, the regular childhood dramas that she talks about or whatever,
Yeah.
and she was kind of having one of those moments or whatever. So me and another sister was on the phone with her and we were sharing our own experiences with her or whatever, right? And of course neither of our experiences are the same, right? um of course,
Yeah.
but yet they don't have to be identical to what I'm saying, to have for you to have went through whatever you went through. Now, in my
Yeah.
case, let me say this. Now, in the story I shared with her, you guys, this was unknown to Neo. Do y'all know if she goes live and say things like, because Break Room, you went through a fucked up, your shit was fucked up. You went through it. Child, Bye. My childhood was absolutely amazing. So much so that I mean, I hate to wish upon it because I know I could never do it, but baby, I would do my childhood over again 3 more times. You hear me? Like,
That's
listen,
good.
Linda. Okay. So and I know that everybody may not have that story, but you would think someone who has
Yeah.
went through some things would be glad that another woman's story was more successful when it comes to being a child, right? I am saddened for
Hmm.
anyone who's went through anything like this as a child, but I'm also grateful that it is not my story. You know what I'm saying? So, and
Right,
that is
right.
okay, you know?
Yeah.
However,
Count your
I
blessings.
told her, you feel me? And I told her about something I experienced at the age of 16. No, it had nothing to do with no family or no crazy shit like that. But it was still a story of,
Under the same
violation of
umbrella.
boundaries.
Yeah.
Yes, of being, actually assaulted or whatever.
Hmm.
And this was when I was around 16 at a college party. Those who have been my supporters for years now, I've told this story back in the day, like 3 years ago. I used to tell y'all stories all the time, and that was one of them, right? And as you see, the difference between her and I, see, you can tell. See, I'm gonna be honest with you. At the time that happened concerning me, it was fucked up and a little like what the fuck, like, for lack of a better word, traumatizing at the time, you know what I'm saying? But
Hmm.
I was actually more emotionally hurt than I was physically hurt. I wasn't, like, you know what I mean? I was taken advantage
Yeah.
of, but then this is just being honest. I was forcefully taken advantage of, but I was not physically hurt. You know what I mean? I was, like, more mentally and emotionally hurt than anything.
Oh.
However, because I was raised to love myself, I just so happened to be um unfortunately at a party with the wrong friends, the wrong homegirls or whatever, which it was a college
Yeah.
party. I was 16. They were like, you know, college age or whatever, but somebody's birthday party or whatever. And I got abandoned by what I thought was a close friend, and so forth. I ain't
Yeah.
about to get into all that. But the moral of the story is, you guys, because I was raised to love myself, because I was raised to be able to have conversations with, I have a very supportive, loving, protective family, their love outweighed the trauma, if that makes sense. Um, that moment in my life did not define who I would become, and it did not take away who I was before then. All right. Because I had keep in mind, they didn't steal my virginity and shit. I had done the art of, the horizontal tango before that happened. It's the fact that I
Yeah.
was not a willing participant in this particular moment. And so, with that being said, I did not allow that to define who I am. I did not allow it to keep me up at night. Like, I might have went through my moments for like a couple of weeks or something. Just kind of maybe withdrew a little bit for a couple of weeks or whatever, or maybe a
Yeah.
couple of, something like that, or whatever. But I did, life, I don't let that type of stuff, I don't let bad times keep me down, and that's not the kind of family I was raised in. I was raised to deal with things whichever way it needs to go about. You know what I mean? I was just raised from a family. We get shit done, and listen, we don't let people steal our joy. I didn't let nobody
Exactly.
rob me of my joy indefinitely. Moments happen, but I'm responsible with how I choose to let things affect me in the long term, and it's something I just don't do. I don't stay drowning in grief. I don't stay in these
Yeah.
types of places. Hey D Ham, thank you so much for the blessing. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. And blessings to you. And feel free to stop by and say hello. Ain't gotta be a stranger around these parts, you feel me? Shout out to you. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for the blessing. Honestly, honestly. Ooh, sorry, I was putting my giggly out. Thank you, D Ham. Shout out to D Ham in Women's Business. That name tickles me, I must say. That name definitely tickles me. Thank you so much, D Ham. Thank you so much. And blessings to you. Big blessings to you. But yes, y'all. So I just wanted to say that because I am not saying that if these types of things happened with Neo, let me tell you why I called shit on it, and I said it in my last live. As grown women, especially women that get out here with these platforms and call themselves an advocate for whatever, right? You have a duty to be what you say you are when you are gaining audiences based on this perception that you're putting out of yourself, right? Everybody's supposed to stand on business and be so real. You know what I mean? But when you at 40 years old is still traumatized by something that happened to you when you were violated at a young age, why would you be so quick in anger to falsify that narrative on my life? If you were here to protect and advocate for kids, why would you lie on the child within me? Huh? Why would you do that? Why would you come out
Exactly.
here and you know what happened to you? Now I could well break. No, I don't know. I know what you know, that which is the same shit I told the rest of the world. The same shit that I think I speak on every 3 years if it happens to come up, something relatable. But yeah, she doesn't know that y'all already know that story, right? And so she's trying to,
Mm,
and she throws sauce on everything. So it can't simply be what it is. She has to make it seem like, I went through some things throughout my childhood. Like I've been just violated, shitted on, beat, abused, all kind of shit. I couldn't have came from more loving parents and more loving grandparents, uncles, aunts, all of that. We never had no weird shit going on in my family ever. And
mm-hmm.
and because that's my story. This doesn't mean my entire life has never had a hitch in it. That don't mean I've never had a hard time. That means you can't change the narrative of my childhood because you seem to have made up some story about yours. Why? I don't know. But when somebody shows you that they are a pathological liar, well, what shit am I really supposed to believe? If you a lie about anything else, why the fuck should anybody believe you when it comes to these things? You haven't given us a reason to because you don't stand on truth. You can't be mad at the masses when people question your words because you've gotten your words have gotten you caught up so many times. You literally have a vendetta on people because whoever you rocking with, when they disagree or don't take it, it's all about sides. It's all about sides. When somebody don't take your side, they become your enemy.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody don't need that shit in their life. Bitch, beat it. The fuck?
Right. So that's why I thought it was very strange when she mentioned in the last live, that she decided to start practicing honesty at the age of her 35th birthday. Did y'all catch
Mhm.
that? In hopes, or due to the fact that all of the negative issues that have arose in her life was due to somebody lying on her. So she said that she made this decision in the event that someone chose to lie on her again, and then her word would be believed or would be
Mhm.
bond. And so in my mind, I'm just like, so is that because previously when you weren't practicing honesty, all the other 34 years previous to that, people weren't believing what you were saying because you were known to be a pathological liar? I couldn't make heads or tails of exactly what she was saying and why you would wait until 35 to start practicing honesty. Because I remember when I made the decision to start practicing honesty, and I believe I was about 12 or 13 years old. Okay. So I found that to be very strange, and it just brought up even more questions for me. She just makes these statements, and I don't think I think she's just too emotional at the time to even speak coherently, and the way my brain thinks, maybe, what I'm saying, that's what it could be too. But at this point, like, I can't believe nothing she says, and so I pay very close attention. I'm a very attentive person to begin with, so I picked up on that, and it just made me wonder, like you saying that you feel she's a pathological liar at this point. That's what I consider her to be. I don't believe a word she fucking says.
It's like, I don't know. Once you pathologically lied on me, I mean, it's not a feeling. It's not about what you didn't said about somebody else. You done repeatedly lied on me and members of
Yeah,
my team and who I am in, whose team I am also on. And when we know you're lying,
yeah,
like you saying shit as if these are one-on-one conversations. This is why we stand so firm on shit because
mm,
we went through this stuff together. So she literally comes out here telling the story as if anything that you say, like even when my husband was ill, me and Neo only
mm,
had we only talked one time for about all of probably 5 minutes without the other sisters when she randomly just called and to say, how are you, da 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 da, or whatnot. And that was like about 5 minutes. But when it comes to anything that I said with any type of detail or whatever, my other Gigi sisters was present on every last one of those calls. You know what I mean? She has no and
that's
first of
good.
all, the crazy thing is what my husband went through is nothing abnormal, right? It's because Neo hyped it all up. Yes, indeed, it was scary. Yes, it was whatever. It was a very
Yeah,
scary. All that stuff is factual. But at the end of the day, it's like, he ain't. There's no story behind that. You know what I'm saying? It's no story behind that. People get ill. People
yeah,
get cancer, people get lung disease, people get all kind of things. It's no storyline there. You know what I'm saying? And people do their work to heal if that's what they want to do, if that's what they choose to do. In my case, that's what my husband has is doing and has done. And so with that, it's like it's weird that she keeps like insinuating things to where you got people actually like wanting
mm-hmm,
to talk about his medical records and shit for the fuck what? To find out what you willing to break laws and moral, fuck up your own moral compass to
mm-hmm,
accomplish what? Because if it was a big,
exactly.
big, huge deal like that, guess what? The internet nor my Gigi sisters would have ever known anything at all. There
Right.
wouldn't be nothing for you to know. I'd have just been off the fucking internet minding my damn business. So you got to make shit make sense, you know? If I didn't want people curious, I would have never stepped out. Excuse me. If I cared about people's curiosity, I wouldn't have said nothing in the first place. But the point is, the only thing that's people's business is what the fuck I want to be people's business. It's not what you want to know, it's what I choose to tell you.
And then I'm sure the main reason why you stepped out was because you were gone for so long from being on live like we know you to be, and so your supporters were worried about you, and you came to
Exactly.
and shared with them to give them a peace of mind, let them know that everything was okay. Yeah, so for her
Yeah,
to just flip it all up like that was just
absolutely.
disgusting on her behalf.
Absolutely. Like, what the
Yeah,
hell?
she's the problem with the fucking world. Her and people like her.
Yeah, absolutely. And to have people that's just, people want to hate you so bad and whatever and just want to see you down so bad that they will like and
Hmm.
Neos come from jealousy. Hey, child of God, beautiful. Hey, Tymeek baby.
I believe it.
She she's a person who moves off jealousy. She will join you.
Hmm.
What she wants to do first, y'all, is she observe first, right? She observes these different communities, peoples, groups, and things like that. And then she tries to, move into them according to her own gain or whatever, whether it's for supporters, whether it's for clout, whatever it is. She moves into these groups. And then when she ends up falling out with people in these groups, well, then in comes what we see now,
Attacks.
the attacks, the
Yep.
tear downs. The I'm gonna take your page. The I'm gonna strike you. I'm gonna tear you down. I'm gonna fuck with your bag. I'm gonna push the red button. I'm gonna do this and do that. All for what? When you could simply just go about your business and enjoy your life. You don't have to really point out every day who you don't like. Neo was over there so kind of she ain't had nobody to play with. So she started putting her nose in me and Amora's business
Right.
after Amora put her nose in me and Brianna's business. You see how that works? One in the same. One in the
Hmm.
damn same. Like nobody told you to worry about what me and Amora got going on, but that's what you wanted to do. So, like I said, I obliged. But here we are. Like Neo is a disgusting motherfucker, and whatever the hell she did, like she says these weird things, and just keep in mind when she was crashing out, and I played that live last night. What did she was crashing out crying and then literally stopped crying and started talking about being the world's greatest auntie? You got to know this bitch is
Wow.
deranged.
I gotta go watch that.
That's the one she struck of mine, but it'll be back up.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Yeah, but that's the
She's
same thing she did when she linked up with Amore and them. She started going at all the people that Amore and them was beefing with, and it's just like, for what? To the point where it's like, I don't know what's going on. You came on here and you said this about Fee, and oh my goodness. Hold on just a
seven.
second.
Yes, ma'am. Shout out to all in the chat. She's going to interrupt our service work because absolutely because she's mad that we aren't mad. Exactly. She's threatened to try to destroy our works and community service. She said everything that y'all try to do to help people, I'm gonna call them and try to destroy y'all character. Why would you do that? Why would you try to take away from people being helped? Well, that's the type of demonic ass energy she got. And I'm glad you said that, Tinkers. I'm so glad you said that. Hey, Miss Lynn, she sure did. Hey, Daniel, she said everything that we do, she gonna try to destroy it. Why would you do that if what we're doing is to help others? Homeless people, unfortunate people, people in need, people that need jobs, people that need help, housing, scholarships, school supplies, food. You want to take all that away from different communities because you salty, because nobody really likes you. That's crazy work. Crazy work. And shout out to everybody here. I know we got a small, beautiful crowd here. But if you would like to bless this live, in honor of Big Rig not taking a G down, you welcome to do so. If you want to bless it simply because you love me and I love you, that's cool too. Y'all already know the many ways. You can hit that dollar sign, and tell me how much you love me. You can also hit the Cash App and let me know in the chat if you drop the Cash App because I missed Danny's when I was on my last live. You dig? So shout out to those that have blessed me throughout this journey or whatever. Y'all already know it's up and it's stuck. Okay. You can also become a member. All right.
All right, I'm back, sis. I'm gonna have to go soon. My daughter's in there watching
Oh
my
yeah.
son, but
No problem. I didn't
they're
plan
in
to
there
hold
playing
you
a little too
too
much.
long.
No, no. Yeah, but I really appreciate you for coming out and letting it be known that
Of
she was
course.
lying about her belief or her knowledge, her validation in the fact that I was giving you information. If you do have any other questions, you can feel free to ask. But yeah, also thank you for letting me come up here and address those two concerning situations about my family members. Cause yeah, I don't play about my family. And
And speaking of, can that's the only question I had for you, and you do not have to answer this. I'm not going personal or none of that, too deep at all.
yeah,
This is kind of surface
yeah.
level. Thank you so much, child of God, and I love you too, Snookums. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a friend. Now, thank you so much, baby doll. Um, okay, I know that you mentioned this earlier, and by no means go into no details, but she was alluding to a fact like you were kept saying something about you didn't protect your kids, right? And I remember you
Hmm.
saying earlier in this live that you had simply shared with her and some an experience something that happened, correct?
Right.
And though that was concerning a child that is probably still
Hmm.
a young person right now, a youth, a underage youth right now, because she got upset with what she thought or feels you did, she would literally come out here and try to use something that occurred in however sense, what I'm saying, I'm trying to be lightweight here. um
Yeah.
she tried to use this thing to just like she tried to do on me and
Yeah.
others, like, hey, I could, you weren't doing this, you weren't, so she's really trying to take
Or
sensitive things.
Sabrina, Ashley G.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right.
So
Yeah.
it
Same.
seems
Same
this
in my.
MO then to attack
Yeah.
people to attack people's childhoods, to attack people's children by way of their parents, to attack people through who's
Hmm.
experienced domestic violence or lie about people's domestic violence, things of that nature. And one more thing, and cause Tinkers, I did not know this until today. Thank you so much, child of God. I really appreciate you, love. I really, really appreciate you. Thank you, Miss J. Jones, D Ham, child of God, and child of God again. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Thank you. Um, Hold on.
Yeah.
Bring me back. Bring me back. Bring me back. Hold up. Okay, Tinkers. Yeah. Um, we were when Amora, aka the Fade, aka Turbo Turbine. All right. Uh when she came out here at 3 o'clock in the morning saying some very heinous things about your family, Tinkers. Neo was still a Gigi sister, correct? If you still here, let me know. Miss Eugenia, hey, beautiful. Thank you again for earlier. Thank you, sweetheart. Um, if you are here, let me know. Hey, Felicia. Hey, girl. Hey. That's that get in your motherfucking bag, baby, right there. That's
Hey,
the get in your
Quincy.
bag, baby. Right there. Shout out to you, Fee, baby. You know I love me some motherfucking you. Melly Mel. Auntie Tinker, some stuff I just can't make sense of it. I just believe the nannies and grannies shouldn't be online behaving as such. I'm done. Not the nannies and grannies. Put J. Jones in the corn tub. Do you hear me? Y'all be killing me. Y'all ones under 40. See, y'all be having all the jokes. You heard me. Okay, Tinker said correct. Okay. I thought that she was, all right? Because I remember her being quite upset about that live, quite like myself. But it's funny she wrote about that situation on her community board, huh? She wrote about that situation, the situation she was just speaking on your behalf on, huh? That's some interesting shit, ain't it? Mm-hmm. I seen her put that on
Wow.
a community board, what, yesterday or something like that? Oh, love you, sister teacher. Please be careful and thank you again for the amazing blessing earlier, love. Thank you so much. I love you and please drive carefully, love. I thought she was a Gigi sister, because I'm just trying to figure out how she advocate for shit one minute, then she get pissed off, and what does she do? Forget she's an advocate or something? Hey, Big Rig, do
Right.
you be forgetting you're an advocate in your anger? I'm only asking for a friend. When you trying to lie and tear down my childhood, do you forget what happened to you in your childhood in those motherfucking moments or nah? Huh? I don't know. Do you? Do you really protect the children? I mean, when you not pushing them down towards the ground to get them out your life, get them out your way, to send them out your way with iPads and chocolate pretzels and no quality time? Is that what you make time to do? Buddy. Come to the upper room with your dusty ass. Don't make no damn sense. I ain't never met a
Yeah,
crybaby as
that's
big as that
terrible.
bitch. Don't make no sense.
Mm.
You Tinkers was your friend when Amore said that shit, huh? You was pissed off and defending Tinkers when Amore said that shit, but now you want to pop your little shit, bitch. Now you want to use the same thing Amore used
Mm.
and try to motherfucking throw that shit in Tinker's face. You want to know why? Cause you's a weak ass motherfucking bitch that don't stand on no business. You heard me? You need to be exiled off the fucking island, to be honest. You need to get the fuck up out of that sector. You know what I'm saying? I speak for we the people that we don't need you over here round that sector and that people. You toxic. You a disgraceful motherfucker. You don't advocate for nothing. You hear me? Nothing. You full of shit. You need to leave people the fuck alone. Show problem now. You're so busy, goddamn, being evil, you can't even work on yourself. That's what's wrong with you. You the blockage in
Yep.
your life. You
Yep.
the blockage in your life. You mad at the world for where you stagnated at. You mad. You mad because you stuck with the imprint of all of us on your stinking ass. Why? Because you wouldn't be in that big rig that you in if it wasn't for Jeannie paving a way for you. Huh? Straight like that. Straight like that. You wouldn't even be an entrepreneur if it wasn't for Jeannie. You too motherfucking busy being a damn voodoo doll animated maker that you wouldn't have never. Then your ass sit up here, I'm making this, I'm making that. You ain't making shit sitting on the internet running your mouth to us. The fuck is wrong with you? You sitting somewhere sweating, waiting on a motherfucking load somewhere. Girl, sit down somewhere. I made $4,000 in 4 days, but you got time to sit on here and cry about every little thing that's being said about you, girl. If I was making $4,000 in just 3, 4 days, I mean, shit, I find something better to do in my big rig.
Okay.
I'm just saying. You making a whole lot of money to have so much damn time to sit here fussing and cussing at me. The fuck? You want to beef with everything and everybody. Hey, sweet pea, thank you so much for the blessing. She said, hey, my booski Tiffany, if you're up, then we're stuck. Straight like that. That's straight like that, sweet pea. Love you, boo. Remember who you are, babes. Keep your neck on the swivel and your feet on the enemy neck. Come through. We got you, boo, on the set. I love you, sweet pea. Thank you, baby, for the blessing. Thank you, sweetheart. Blessings to you, love. Welcome to the big rig sector. You feel me? Let me see. She says, what I find wrong today, I find wrong tomorrow. My posture doesn't wane with who I am aligned with. And that's period. You hear me? That's period, Tank.
Yep, that's the best way to conduct yourself.
So I suspect that she was on her way out here to try to throw a whole lot of shit out here. And I want to tell y'all, listen, anybody with good sense, man, listen. Stop listening to that whole asshole. You know, if you can help it, protect your ear gate, because only evil and lies spew out of it. I don't normally tell people who to watch and all that stuff, but listen, Linda, it's demonic. You don't want that jumping on you. You heard me? Let Choco Kitty and Ivan and Queen Ye deal with that shit. You heard me? Like for real, for real. Okay?
Right.
Yeah, you gonna be the next motherfucker she trying to lie on. I'm trying to warn you. You've been warned right here. Now I'm showing you this shit from her past. I'm showing it to you in the present. All right? Now don't get yourself out there lied on and then look over here saying, Breakroom, you could have told me. I told your ass. All right? I told you, cut the damn TV down and cut that damn radio down in your car and listen to me, Linda. They running around here stealing.
Yeah, for real, because all these people who running back and feeding her this information, so she claims that they are, which I'm not even sure if I believe. I believe she's really watching your shit, but y'all are her little do girls, and that's what y'all are gonna be diminished to if y'all ever do fall out. She doesn't appreciate friendships,
Oh,
and the fact that y'all are running to her with this information doesn't really prove that you're a good friend either. You know, I understand we're trying to keep your friend informed, but at the same time, you should be trying to encourage her to get away from the negativity because we all see what has got her out here looking like. Now,
absolutely.
that's what I was diminished to because like she told y'all, I was such a great friend to her. She could call me and she could ask me for money and I was there for her, right? When
Absolutely.
we would discuss
Did you
what
say
was
she can
going
ask
on.
you for money? Wait, wait, wait. You can't roll through like that. You
Oh
said
girl, I
what
thought I
now?
already told y'all that on the last live.
You said what now? Tell me
Yeah.
more. What did you say? She used to ask you for money. You used
Girl,
to give
she
her
called
money?
me with these little sob stories asking me for a few dollars in change because she couldn't access her bank account or some shit and she had to pay something immediately. And I'm just like, you can't access your bank account. Like, okay, girl, don't
Mm.
even worry about it. It was only like $25. So I told her she could keep it. And she was like, oh, thank you for, supporting the channel and everything. And I was like, you're welcome. But as soon as she tried to start throwing shit in my face, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to let her know about herself. Like, bitch, I was there for you every time you needed me. Every time that you needed to know where something was. And if I knew about it, I would let you know. You know what I'm saying? But to make it seem like in the end I was your little do girl and I wasn't shit to you just proves that you don't appreciate, you don't value friendships. The way that
Mhm.
she's treating y'all and coming at y'all over,
It's
I'm
not
not
gonna work.
even entirely sure what it was all about. I'm trying to keep up, but all in all, I know it was due to a disagreement. It's just
Mm.
too fucking wild for me.
No, it
But
was due to
yeah,
me. It was due
and
to
then
me
she has,
saying, "Hi, I'm just checking
uh-huh.
on your mental stability. Is you good, friend?"
And that's what I thought. That's what I
Yeah,
remember hearing you say, and I ain't heard her say nothing
she
else
posted
other
the
than,
Texas. She posted the Texas, and the Texas was me checking on her because she was having a bad
oh,
day.
okay.
She was spaz crashing out, and I went on the back end to check on her. That's all it was. I called her twice and messaged her twice to make sure she was okay. That's it. And from there, she went spazzing
And
out.
she
You know,
posted that and felt like that validated her
all of this.
reasoning for being upset with you
Yep.
and not
All because I
respecting her
called.
boundaries. But then
Yep.
you turn around 2 minutes later and complain about how nobody checked up on you in
Girl,
your
you can't
time of
make
need.
me
They
say
were there
that.
for you in your time of need when bitches they trying to call you and check up on you in your time of need. And you pushing them off, brushing them aside, claiming that they're
Mm,
not respecting boundaries.
absolutely.
Like,
It's me and
girl,
Texas Bama, sister teacher, Texas Bama, who
hi,
used to
sister
mod
teacher.
and be friends. She was friends with Neo and used to mod for her. And yeah, Neo does the same circle of bullshit over and over.
Yeah,
She has
she
no
done popped out with these
respect for
lies on me
friendships.
today, and I
Crazy
can't let it
work.
go.
Crazy work. Crazy work. Just went live lying. That's crazy. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, she talking
Yeah,
about
she is living in
Big
a
Red.
land of delusion. She is trapped in the matrix still. She has not found her motherfucking way out. I don't give a damn what she try to convince somebody of. Okay?
Absolutely. That's
She
crazy
cannot find
work.
her way out.
So is
So
her
yeah,
and
I would
Shaka
advise people
cool
the
now?
same. Who?
Is her
Shaka?
and Shaka cool now?
Mm-mm. No. She ain't cool with nobody she fell out with.
Oh, interesting. Interesting. What about the
Mm-mm. No, because if
girl
you,
that
I think it's one person, Chris Harris, who apologized to her, and that's probably the only reason why she forgave him. But ain't nobody else apologized to her ass because wasn't nobody else ultimately in the wrong. Like you said, human behavior is human behavior. Reacting to what someone says is common. But for you to go, like you said, on a whole smear campaign and try to tarnish someone's character, that takes it into a whole nother lane. You know what I'm saying? And who gonna apologize to you after that?
period.
Like, no,
Period.
man. And
That's what she
that's what
wanted
I
from
told her.
us.
She's entirely too fucking old to not know and understand how the world works by now. And it's
Hmm.
like she does know, but she don't want to take no accountability for her actions.
Sister teacher, she struck me 6 times yesterday. She
Mm.
struck me 6 times in less than 16 hours. In less than 24 hours, she struck me 6 times trying to take my page.
Yeah, and Tinker's
Hell, I
I'm
still
reading your
got 3 more
comment.
to go. Hell, I still got 3 more to go. You hear me? I
Oh
took a
wow.
damn break.
Yeah, that's a
I took
lot. I'm glad you got how many did you get removed?
I got one move removed pretty instantly, and then two of them they forwarded to her, and she will have to start a lawsuit or whatever,
Oh,
and
okay.
which will not work because the content is
That's what
gone,
you were
which
saying.
satisfies the claimant. So what would she be going to court to sue for? Getting beat at her own game. And
Girl.
secondly, so two of them, she has the Yes Common Collective. She struck me six
Mm-mm.
times yesterday. Once on my Club 411 page and five times over here. Child, I ain't even know you could strike a motherfucker that many times. Okay. However, so what she did was as soon as one fell off, and as soon as one fell off, she struck me instantly again. So she was trying to keep strikes up there as they were falling off, is what she tried to do. But YouTube was catching on to her abusing her copyright tool. So yeah.
Yeah,
If
I
she
heard you
probably would
saying
have had
that
one
earlier.
more
That's
time.
interesting.
Yep. She would have
Hmm.
probably had one more time to do that shit. And yeah, it started sending me messages about the termination of her page because they were sensing over that's how I learned the term
Yeah.
copyright tool abuse. Yep. They sure did. Six times yesterday. As soon as
Yeah.
because they
Hold on to
sent
all that shit.
Yeah, they send her a message at any time I rebuttal, and after they review it, it goes to her. You know what I'm saying? And so
Hmm.
when once they took the strike off, they let her know. So soon as she seen I beat that strike, she added on two more strikes. So yeah, I got a total of six strikes yesterday from her, and the other two got bumped real quick for her to have to take me to court because I believe they felt it was just overkill. You know what I mean? And that's why they
Yeah.
opened up my
That's good.
platform so quick. I still got three strikes up there
Mm.
on my thing, but as
Yeah.
you see, they opened up my live because they sick of it.
That makes sense.
Hmm. That's probably the most
Oh,
strikes
yeah.
somebody ever done got in a day. And so she been spazzing out because I was able to, she had a whole celebration. She had all my ops and shit
Mm.
turned up yesterday. They was turned up celebrating, having
Oh,
cookouts and Tupperware parties and shit.
yeah.
I'm done, child. They
Yeah,
had a whole
girl. There's a
Tupperware
lot
party
going
out
on
here.
in this damn YouTube.
Yes, it is.
But yeah, like I said, I don't like bullies. I don't like liars. And if I can confirm something to be true to help somebody else out, that's what I'm gonna do. Cause that's what I would want someone to do for me, which is exactly what you did. And I really appreciate that. Cause
Absolutely.
for some reason, some people don't. But yeah, that's why I always rock with you because I feel like you a solid person. That's why I believe you because it's all aligning with the way that I was treated in the experience that I had with her. You know, so when I did come and support some of your lives, it was the ones that I took interest in. And I never saw Neo in any of those. So when she finally did start coming around consistently, not to say that I was all that consistent because like I don't have nothing to say about the whole your beef with Amora. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't know anything about that, how it started, how it
Right.
transpired. So it's like, why would I even speak on that? You know what I'm saying? But the lives that I did participate in and that I took interest in, I didn't see Neo in any of those lives. And yeah, I think we had must have fallen out by then. because I don't recall ever talking to her about him either. But anyway, when she did start coming around when I was in the lives, for her to be trying to go back and forth with me, you know what I'm saying? I felt was disrespectful. And I have my own, idiosyncrasies, the things about me that I'm trying to work on, because we're all still a walk in progress. It's hard for me
Absolutely.
to not go back and forth with someone too once they've started casting aspersions and telling lies, giving PSA announcements, trying to tell everybody that I don't like you and Amora or the entire whole sisterhood. I don't even think you and Amora had fell out then. Or I don't know, but anyway, she was lumping the whole sisterhood into it, and I'm just like, bitch, show the fucking receipts, because she swore she had them, and I know for a fact that y'all ain't never seen them to this day, because she's so full of shit, so full of shit. It's concerning, scary, not really.
The whole time she said she had receipts on the Gigi sisters, and we're like, show them, drop them. Y'all know I can show this,
Mhm.
I can show that. Show them. You know what I
And
mean?
then she
Because
go
if
and she
they're
show a damn receipt to validate what you said to be true. It's like I don't
right,
know what the fuck
that's
she
what
be
normally
thinking, but it's
happens.
not logical. Yeah,
That's what normally happens when it comes to me. People will show shit that's supposed to, show something bad about me, and it actually validates the fact that, hey, I'm a good, caring fucking person behind closed doors and in front of people. It ain't no gimmick with me. I
right.
was literally checking on what was a friend of mine, someone I call sis, you know what I mean, that I was building with or whatever. And I saw that she was crashing out, and I just wanted to check on her, And the thing, she delusional because she made a complaint about people not checking on her. But see what she did when I was checking on her?
Hmm.
I was overstepping boundaries when I gave a fuck.
Hmm. Can't win.
Can't
No, but
win.
that's the vibe that I get from you. And I did see how when she started coming at you with all these posts and lives and stuff, you really let her make it. You know what I'm saying? Kind of like me, it's hard to not respond to them, but I feel like you did it in a well manner, and
Yeah.
I feel like you really tried your best not to get on her level. But sometimes that's exactly what the fuck you got to do. Some
Yeah,
folks just take you there.
the funny
You
thing
gotta
is,
you gotta let them know. You gotta show them.
I never did get on her level. Like the shit she was doing to me, I would never do to people. I don't lie on people's health like she
Yeah,
did my
no, not
husband.
not that not that level, but yeah,
Yeah, I
under
don't make
the
voodoo dolls and upside
yeah,
down crosses and burn people in hell and damn put people in crock pots with herpes and all this crazy shit. I
right,
don't do
right.
that or falsely strike. I don't strike when people deserve it, let alone falsely. And it's one of the reasons
Yeah,
why
just had to turn
I
up
can
on
do
the ass.
her. I can do her and within rights. Like I can do it and make it stick because
Exactly.
she's used my
Yeah,
content recently and let that shit play for 15 minutes and didn't say shit.
yeah,
You know? You beefing with me but got my pictures all over your short.
yeah. So the real ones we can recognize, and we can see all between that type of bullshit. So
Absolutely.
I'm glad you got a good set of supporters over here to see you through the
Absolutely.
bullshit, help you through the bullshit, and that's probably what she's jealous of. She don't have people
Hmm.
like me anymore.
But guess what?
All of the
But she
moderators that were
did.
there when I was there, huh?
But the funny thing is, all the things she's jealous of, and it's very clear she's jealous. She had in her
Yeah.
life. She had a Texas Bama. She had a break room, a Tinker,
Hmm.
a Todd Meat,
Yeah.
a Mama Three, TCM, beautiful queen. She had sisters rallying around her. She had sisters supporting her, caring about her, rooting her on, helping her to, navigate, difficult moments or, difficult mental moments, all of that shit. She had us in her corner. Hell, I was there to help cuss motherfuckers out on her behalf because I gave a fuck.
Yeah, but let her tell it. She never did,
Right.
which is unbelievable
Absolutely.
because we all see it.
And including Jeannie. Let me just say that too. Like, how dare you? You know what I'm saying? We all know that Jeannie helped that girl, and she literally was disrespecting Jeannie's live streams, disrespecting Jeannie's panel host and guest. But you want to say Jeannie is your friend. You want to say you love Jeannie. Sick.
Yeah, yeah. She definitely got a little game plan that she follows when she meets people, and like I said, it always leads her down to the same road, and she
Mm-hmm.
really needs to start trying to figure that shit out because she can't be under professional care. She just can't be. It's no way that I believe that. The girl said she had 4 therapists. Like, that's a lot. That's a lot of therapists, and I'm curious to know why you ran through 4 therapists and you still behaving like this. You still haven't figured it out. And then you want to claim coming on live is your therapy. No, honey, it's not. It's not working. You got to find something
Mhm.
else. This is not
Exactly.
it for you.
And spend some quality time with your family. Like, when do the girls spend time with her girl? Like, I don't even understand that. Or that baby girl. That baby girl been in her life for what, 3 years now? And
That
it's
seems to be
almost like,
another facade.
yeah, you don't really see, she say shit like that's my baby girl and she loved me and this, that, and the third, but nah. I
Not
mean,
convinced.
sometimes people ain't got no choice but to deal with you because you there.
Yeah. And she's on the spectrum, so she don't really know what's what's all there. Not to say that, you know what I'm saying, in such a negative way, but I hope you know what I mean. And then she's still like so little. Like, how old is she now? Like 5, 6, you know? Poor baby, bless her heart.
No, cute as a button, but definitely deserves better than the evils that Neo create. And that's not talking about the child. That is something Neo has spoken about on the lives and stuff. Autism, I believe she said, or something like that.
Hmm.
And God bless the beautiful child. But I do believe that child deserves a different energy than Neo's dark demonic energy. And I think Queen Ye needs to look into that a little more than sitting here jumping online, jumping in these chats trying to defend her biscuit head ass girlfriend and really,
Yes.
defend your child. Like Neo's talking about who don't defend their children. Hell, you not defending yours because you damn sure ain't check Neo for mushing your baby downward to get out her live. So I don't want to hear that shit. Y'all both need to get y'all shit together. If you ask me, the baby girl deserves better than the two of you funky motherfuckers on y'all bullshit. That's how I feel about it. She deserved more than for Neo to be up here threatening people all day, starting trouble, being dark, evil, and demonic, and all that shit is being created within the homes. That bitch wasn't on the road for all this shit. That motherfucker was right there in the house with that kid while she's walking back and forth past the computers where you got all this dark, evil, spirited shit. That's crazy as hell.
Yeah, I'll be
Crazy as
right in the
hell.
next room. Yep. So
That's
I guess
crazy
it's
as
it's
hell.
good that she's on the road now. The Lord knows what He's doing. But yeah, her and Queen, yeah, they need to figure that out because it's not conducive to the child. Okay.
Yes, she
Yeah,
do
boyfriend.
tickets. She act like that baby annoys her. Absolutely. Just like in that video clip where she mushed her and rolled her motherfucking eyes. Period. And
Yeah.
she don't like that shit out. She likes to strike and all of that. That bitch did not strike that. If she, that might be what she struck in the last two, or I can't even remember. Either way, it was fair use, you know. But that was not when she was telling y'all she struck some shit because of the kid. She didn't. Those videos were still
Be
on
nice.
private. The way she effed over Jeannie right after she helped her, shaking my head, something ain't right after she helped her and all. Yeah, something ain't right, Ashley. And hey, my baby, here with Tree and Quani baby, and I'm the survivor. If I didn't speak while I was talking, forgive me, loves. Shout out to y'all. Yes, Quani, she mushed the baby. I put the short up. That's why I be trying to tell y'all gotta catch them shorts and shit. That's why she was striking me like that. Cause
Girl,
I
in
had
them
my foot
receipts
on
break
her neck.
room, them receipts wasn't hitting on shit. So what exactly was she trying to prove? How did those receipts prove that that was the particular short or video that she struck?
Exactly. And it wasn't.
All because it
It
was the
wasn't.
same day? Cause
It
I
was
was
not.
looking, I'm looking for a title or something. Cause I didn't even get to see whatever you posted. I'm sure I've seen it before. It was the same thing that I had seen, but I didn't
Yes, she
know when you
did.
posted it. But girl, yeah, ain't hitting
Yeah.
no shit.
She posted,
Just
she struck the one
delusional.
where I said that she was lying, saying that she had just got an alert saying she had got 100 subscribers when she was on somebody panel, but my Shaka was
Yeah.
showing it or whatever. And yeah, she was like, "Well, people must like me because I just got 100. I just got an alert that I just got 100 subscribers." And we all know YouTube do not send subscriber alerts while you on live. You do not get no thing saying, "Hey, 30 people subscribe to you in this live" while you on live. The bitch was lying. So that's the one I think called batshit crazy. Then Cue the Violins, she
Mm.
struck that one, which was the one where she was contradicting herself, saying she was a woman's advocate, and then she went into dragging a woman behind DV. Those were two.
Yeah, she ain't
She
like that shit.
She struck
So
the one where I believe she struck the one where I pointed out that she's supposed to be part of the rainbow community, but called Shaka and V Bennett rainbows. She struck that one.
I think I saw that one.
hmm She
Why would she
also
strike that? What was her reasoning that she put for striking?
because Shaka was streaming her live. He was doing content streaming her live and critiquing it.
Uh-huh.
I took clips from his shit.
Uh-huh.
And so she struck me based on her material being in the live by way of Shaka.
Oh, okay.
So that's
Yeah, she
another
was
reason
saying
why
something about that.
the first one didn't stick, and because my shit was third party use. So I started dropping the links to where I was pulling my content from.
So that's the one that you got removed?
That one was removed first. Uh-huh.
Oh, okay, but she just swore up and down that she could prove that. Okay, so that's the one that she gotta. These kids.
So one
Yeah,
got
that's the one she
removed
could prove.
instantly. And then hold up. Matter of fact, I got it written down. The ones that got taken, that I took off that she hit. My little piece of paper somewhere near me. Okay, right here. She took off the one that I did with her yawning, and I was talking about the fake yawning when you get caught in a lie. That was called Big Rig something. Big Rig. I'm just posting shorts like you post on me. That was called that. When I pointed out she was kept yawning when they would call her out. Then she struck the one, okay, with the fake advocacy for women and then made fun of somebody's DV shit. She struck the one where she co-signed Sonetta, I believe it was, saying fuck your mama, your wife or whatever to Shaka and fuck your kids and all of that. She said, and you have every right. She struck that one. She struck, that's three. She struck the one called Neo, you are a disgrace. That's the one where she was calling them the G word. And then she struck the one that's called Batshit Crazy about the 100 subscribers. Ain't not now one of them about that child. Mm. But that's what she told her audience.
Yeah, it didn't show no proof of it,
At
regardless
all.
of what in her little crazy twisted ass mind she thought she did.
And
And
of
I'm just
course y'all
wondering how
know,
many believe that she did.
right. And of course, y'all know the sixth one was from my other channel when I played her crying and shit. But she struck that one. So that's what makes
What
it
was she? What was
six.
she crying about? I
Cause
didn't get to
somebody
see it.
stopped being friends with her. It was either Starnetta. I email it to you, the clip to you. And she said, that shit hurt. That shit hurt, though, babe. Babe, that shit hurt. Just let me get it out.
Stupid
Just,
baby.
just let me get it out.
Okay, I saw that. I saw that live.
Mhm.
So that I think I know the one you talking about.
If you ever
Yeah,
need
everybody was
reminding,
telling
just
her ass
ask
to
me.
log off. Just
If
like
you
get
ever
it
need
out for what,
reminding, just ask
girl?
me. If
Huh?
any of y'all ever, I said, if any of y'all ever need a reminder, just ask me so I can say, that shit hurt, babe. Babe, babe, that shit hurt though, babe. Babe, that shit hurt like hell, babe. Babe. It was so funny to me.
Like, why would you just want to sit up on your live crying like that?
Cause she a big pussy. Hey,
Yeah,
Adrian, my love.
that is crazy. Me, the first thing I would have did was be like, "Sorry, y'all, I gotta go."
Right. But instead, she wanted
Totally
to cry to the
irrational.
internet. She wanted to
Yeah,
cry about it. That's it.
just looking for attention. That's all.
Looking for attention. What? Like, that's worse than a damn
That's what
toddler
they
when you take
was.
their ice cream away. What?
Right.
I'm sick of it. That's what she said to me. She hurt me. Bitch, we ain't go together. How the fuck I hurt you, bitch? The fuck is you talking about?
Yeah. Yeah,
You
that's
get too
always
hurt
her
out in these
excuse, her
streets.
reasoning. Yeah, too
Mm,
hurt. Like, girl, you don't know how to
girl,
guard your emotions?
right. Break room hurt me. Them bitches hurt me. The GGs hurt me. Them bitches. Them bitches. She need to start a song called Them Bitches. Them bitches hurt me. That's
Oh,
what her
Lord, don't give
song
her
should be
no
called.
ideas.
Hey, Big Rig,
Boy.
do a song called Them Bitches Hurt Me. I swear I download it off Spotify. I promise. I promise. Please do it. Wait, y'all. I need to go listen to it so I can really do it right. I need
Okay,
to
I'm gonna
go
wait
listen.
for it. I'm gonna wait for
I
it.
need to go listen
Then I'm
to
gonna get
it.
to these kids.
Unfortunately, it's on the. I'm gonna let y'all live tonight because it's on the phone that I'm
Okay.
currently on. I'm gonna let
All
y'all
right.
live
Then.
tonight. But I do thank you, Texas, for joining me. And anytime, you want to come and help me, navigate through anything, as I'm breaking this story down, anything come to your mind, your memory, feel free to always grab that link. Join me in the chat on the panel. Any way it go, you feel me? Because I really
I
always enjoy
sure
your
will.
company. And
I
you're
sure
very
will.
well
I would love
spoken.
to.
And you got a pleasant voice, and I enjoy kicking it with you. So you welcome
Thank
up
you.
anytime.
Yep, you're always a pleasure, sweetie. But yeah,
Thank
you
you,
you take
love.
care. Enjoy the rest of your night. Thank y'all
You
for
too.
listening and supporting.
Of
You
course,
gonna you gonna keep going for a little while?
I'll probably be on
Cause I'm
about
gonna be
5 or
in the
10 more
chat.
minutes. Just
All right,
just
sweetie.
long enough to cry a little more and then I'm out.
Yeah, well, anytime you need me or anything, let me know.
And thank you so much for everything you did.
Absolutely, my pleasure.
Bye bye,
All
love.
right, bye bye. Cheese. Cheese. Hold on. Let me get off here.
It's cause them bitches are, I can't stand a motherfucking liar, man. I can't stand a liar. I said that I been get you. That shit hurt. That shit hurt though, babe. That shit hurt. That shit hurt, babe. That shit hurt. That shit hurt. No, 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 no. Let me get it out though. Let me get it out. I'm about to get off. I'm about to get off of that shit hurt. I'm about to get off live right now, but that shit hurt. Babe, that shit hurt. That shit hurt. It hurt. That shit hurt. It hurt. Big rig, keep on turning. Wait. Big rig, keep on turning. Cause them lies, they just keep on churning. You're rolling big rig. You're rolling big rig. Rolling on a damn lie. A big lie, lie, lie. A big lie, lie, lie. Rolling, doom, doom. Rolling, doom, doom. Rolling on a big lie. And do. Oh, my bad. I get too involved. My bad. That shit hurt. Boy, listen. Listen, Linda. Boy, listen. That motherfucker turned into a motherfucking damn hound dog, didn't she? That shit hurt. Can you imagine? You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Crying all the time. Listen, Linda, I'm sick of it. God damn, she like a whimpering ass Nancy or something. Like, girl, chin up, chest out. Godly, suck it up, buttercup. Fall in line, 10 hut. Shit, sick of it. That shit hurt. Be sick of it. God damn. Cause that dude, I wanted to kill that dude. Well, damn. Well, why the fuck is you listen? Ain't no way in hell you trying to unalive me before you unalive him. That shit don't make no damn sense. I swear for collard greens. That bitch said she want to take me out before she take her motherfucking assaulter out and shit. The hell? Bitch, I ain't never put a hand on you, you heard me? I ain't never put a damn hand on you. You sit here want to take me out for free 99 and shit, but you want to tell the story about what you want to do to somebody else. You got big plans and shit for my life and shit, but yet when it comes to your assaulter is burn. Nigga, I want to take you out, nigga. I want to hit you with the car, nigga. I want to hit you with the bus, nigga. I want to motherfucking take this staple and staple your balls, nigga. Nigga, fuck you, nigga. If I ever see you, nigga, if I ever see you, nigga, I'm like, damn shit. If you ain't found this nigga, shit, I might as well, like, what the fuck? Like, shit, do I need to go goddamn stand next to this nigga to protect myself? Cause I mean, shit, you ain't hurting him. What the fuck you want to hurt me for? Like, what the hell is going on right here? You trying to take the 4-1 Wizzy up, clean up out of here. You heard me. Like, listen, you trying to send all 18 of your wheels over the 4-1 Wizzy for what? Unless you laying that nigga beside me, I don't know what the fuck is going on. What the fuck you trying to take me out for? You up here crying and shit like that nigga done traumatized you, but you out here acting like I done traumatized you. I ain't did nothing to you, little girl. The hell, that shit crazy as hell. Yeah, I got a cousin that talk like that. That shit be cracking me up. That shit crazy. The fuck you even talking about? Shit. See that bitch trying to take me out of shit while you on the road to nowhere and shit. Nigga, you better drop your loads off, man. Get the fuck on somewhere, you hear me? That shit crazy. You out here for crashing out, you hear me? You out here crashing out for $3.99, you hear me? Listen, Linda, you gonna fucking run out of gas sitting at the side of the road trying to chase me down these internet streets, you feel me? You about to run out of motherfucking petrol while you sit on the side of the road and shit. You fucking damn radiator about to bust loose and shit, and you all on my ass. Hill with Tree, I love you, baby. I love you. Shout out to you. Blessings and blessings on you, baby. Yeah, she gonna run out of gas on the side of the road. You know what I'm saying? Redhead gonna be ticking this shit. Cause she wanna pull over and talk shit to me. You heard me? She wanna pull over and be dragging us all down in the mud and shit. Bitch, your motherfucking burger gonna get cold fucking with me. You heard me? I had you going live on this bitch like, listen, Linda, every hour on the hour. You heard me? Listen, Linda, you gonna have a hard time making it to where the fuck you going. You keep fucking around me. You heard me? I had you stopping at every motherfucking rest stop on the way to wherever you going, bitch. Your load gonna be late fucking with me, you heard me? Your fucking load gonna be late as hell, bitch, if you think you can keep up with me, you heard me? You gotta sit around here and park at motherfucking every Walmart and every other city to put them strikes on me, girl. The fuck, I had your ass up all night, you heard me? I'm pulling them all out the community, you heard me? I'm going to every community you ever was in. I don't give a fuck. I'm going to find enemy. Listen, I'm going so many places. I might fuck around and find Anna. You heard me? Listen, Linda, that's on the set. You dig? What the fuck is you playing with, girl? I can't wait to tell the judge what the fuck you been up to. I'ma say, Judge, listen, I can't wait. You heard me? I can't wait to tell the judge my story. That's on the set. You dig? You been harassing me for like 3 months, little Woody. What the fuck you think is going on? I can't wait. Listen, Linda, I can't wait to tell the bailiff. Put the cuffs on that bitch. You heard me? That bitch crazy. I'm gonna tell them to have your motherfucking white jacket ready. You heard me? You going in one straight like that. You heard me? I'm gonna have them to have your jacket ready. You going in that bitch straight like that. You heard me? You gonna have your arms all crisscrossed over. You heard me? You belong in a nut house somewhere, bitch. You was bonkers. You heard me? Like, listen, Linda, that shit crazy as hell. Like, what the fuck? What kind of road is your mind on? I don't want to ever have to cross that journey. You heard me? Listen, bitch, you been stuck in it with a fork in the road. Listen, your life is like a fork in the road. You hear me? You don't know which way to go when you fucking around me. You hear me? By the time that you hear my voice coming from west, bitch, I'm already back down south. You hear me? Fuck you, bitch. Don't nobody give a fuck about you, you big ass crybaby. You want to sit up there and act like your name Big Perm or some shit. You want to be sitting in that big red acting like your motherfucking name Big Willie and shit, motherfucker. Fuck you, shit, you big ass punk. That's all you is, a big ass crybaby. You know what I'm saying? That's all you is. Word to life, man. You's a big ass crybaby, man. You sit up there, you pop all that shit. Oh, I kick your ass. I beat you up. I beat your ass and shit. And then next thing you know, you trying to call fucking 12 and 5 and them on a homie. You hear me? Straight like that. You trying to put ceases and desists and shit all over my shorts. You hear me? You been over here threatening ceases and desists and shit. You been fucking down hitting me with strikes left and right, man. Listen, I got your ass, your back straight against the wall, don't I? You don't know which way to go trying to TKO me, motherfucker. I mean, listen, you better get your shit together, Big Rig. You hear me? You gonna fuck around, have fucking flat tires and some more shit out there waiting for me to give a fuck. All right? Fuck you. You heard me? Nobody give a fuck about your fake ass story. I don't believe you. You heard me? You's an abuser. My bad, you feel it, dig me? My bad about that, you know what I'm saying? I had to slide off real quick, even though I'm about to slide up out of here in less than 4 minutes, right at the 7:30 mark, you dig? Listen, Linda, know what may come out of there. I knew then. I don't know what may come out of there. I can't support someone constantly lying to you because I mean, for real, too many violent thoughts, I'm telling you. She knows that break rooms point out her character, but thinks her hands are quicker than her eye. Exactly. Exactly. Period. Uh, Let me see. There was never no to my understanding proof of that. She want to fight, but want you to give her 6 months to get down to her fighting weight. All done, Tinkers. All done, right. Like, I mean, I'm just saying, you just, it's crazy. Do you know there's a 1%, a 1% of people that take people to court behind lawsuits and stuff? Hey Amelia, how you doing? How are you, darling? Welcome to the big rig sector. Listen, do you think that Big Rig gonna be a part of that 1% that go and sue people over content? Do you think Big Rig funky ass about to go waste money in court over content that ain't even up? Even the judge gonna say, like, I mean, did you leave your sense in the fucking Big Rig, or did you come to court with it? I'm not for sure. Like, girl, uh, sue for what? Sue cause you mad? Bitch trying to sue me cause she mad. Girl, bye. Bless you. Right. She actually said that. I couldn't believe that. Hold on. What I miss? I don't feel sorry for her. If she don't know how to do anything else, she needs to just hush and leave people alone. I absolutely agree. I'm in Burlington till the morning. You want to go somewhere? Oh, you are till morning. Why? I mean, you told me so late. I would have loved to too. But I actually have to prepare some dinner for husband and I. I wish you'd have told me sooner. I wish you would have told me sooner, sugar. And you know that ain't nothing but a hop, skip, and a lump. That ain't even a hop and a skip. Let me see. But next time you in the you know to holler at me, you dig? We'll definitely go grab a coffee, a piece of cake, a mocktail, a cocktail, whatever works. You dig? Tinker, she has no shame. Yeah, let me know. We had plans to get up damn a long time ago. You heard me? Uh, let's see. Uh, I see. I was quite embarrassed. Let me see. Hey, Auntie, how you doing? And shout out to you for the amazing work you've been doing on the case. And you've been doing a wonderful thing. You've been looking good doing it too. Shout out to you. You out here doing your thing. You heard me? You out here doing your thing, baby. And I love that for you. Yes, I do. We in the 411. If any of y'all following the case, make sure y'all go like, share, and subscribe over at Auntie's because she's been covering it and doing an amazing job. No cap. She right here in the chat, y'all. She been big stepping with this case and doing a phenomenal job reporting back and for real, for real. I couldn't be more Linda could not be more proud. You feel me? I am, but I will fuck them up. That everything good, good, Auntie. Nah, you ain't got no problems, do you? They need to leave Linda alone. Oh, with me. wait, I thought you been on the case. Auntie said, they need to leave Linda alone. Oh yeah, Auntie, they out here trying to take your girl down, but it's hard to take a G down. You know what I'm saying? The devil in her ain't bigger than the God in me. You heard me? Auntie said they better leave Linda alone. You tell them, Auntie. Shout out to you, baby. Yeah, there ain't no pressure out here. Hmm. There ain't no pressure out here in these streets. You heard me? You keep your beautiful eyes on that case. You know what I'm saying? We need you out there in the field. You heard me? We need you doing what you doing. You know what I'm saying? L- Linda gonna keep her foot right where it need to be. You heard me? Don't you worry about Linda foot. You heard me? You stay out there in the field with your foot on this case neck. You heard me? Know what I'm saying? Keeping us posted on what's going on with our king and young man Carmelo. You heard me? Cause I don't care what nobody say. I'm all for justice for Carmelo. You heard me? For real, for real. I know the eyes of a bully when I see him. And I know of somebody getting bullied. Excuse me. I know the eyes of somebody that possibly been out here getting bullied and shit. And if you ask me, it's the same way Carmelo uh, experienced that in real time. It shows us where how the case went because it was motherfucking bullying and shit like that and acism and all of that in the case itself. That's how you know that shit ain't phony. Free Mello, you heard me? Period. The fuck? We stand with you, Auntie. And that's on the set. Yeah, it's hot here too. Yesterday it was 100 degrees. Today it is I think what was it today? 81, I think, maybe. Yes, you was, baby. Yeah, we was over here rooting for you. You already know that. I've been all through your bushes, your chat. Listen, baby, I'm keeping my eye on Auntie. Gotta make sure you good out here in these streets. You heard me? We the family in the 411 keeping an eye on you. You heard me? That's why you be seeing me when I'm peeping in and you be like, Linda, you always coming in here late. Nah, Linda making sure this shit end how it's supposed to end. You heard me? The fuck? Making sure ain't nobody come in there want no smoke. I'm saying, coming in, casing a joint for ops. You heard me? But yeah, we really proud of you for real. We truly, truly are proud of you, and we celebrate you and the hard work that you are doing and the dedicated work you are doing for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? Really, really proud of you. See, yes, we love you for it. We really do. We love you for it. Cause I can tell it wasn't no easy thing, very emotional. You know what I'm saying? It takes some strong people to really, especially if you tapped in and you got a heart, you know what I mean? There's some tough stuff to sort through and listen through. You know what I mean? Like for real, for real. People don't understand unless you ever sat in on a case like in real time, not even just through the TV screen, but there in real time where you can see people, you can see emotions, you can see facial expressions, you can see who don't give a fuck, and you can see who, you know, the praying minds. You can see the mind of people who praying in their head. You can see the mind of people, you know, just think it's all a, you know what I'm saying? You can get a closer look, you know, you there, and it just is that much more heavier, you know what I'm saying? So shout out to those like Auntie for real, for having your boots on them on the ground and, you know, bearing through what can't be a, you know, an easy thing to discuss and break down and stuff, you know? So we really shout you out and grateful for you. Uh, yes, we are praying for Carmelo's release. You know, we know who has the final say. You know what I'm saying? And for those of y'all out there who support Carmelo, don't give up on the good energy. Don't give up on, you know, keeping him blessed up, and let the love outweigh the hate. You feel me? For real, because there's some real hateful people out here. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about right and wrong. They just care about hurting, destroying. Absolutely. And definitely that as well. You know, we would at all wish that this thing never had to happen. And we hope that it's lessons learned for all kids and stuff. That stuff can't be that serious. If somebody needs some shelter from a rain, well, be a gentleman, be a friend, be a good fucking sport, you know? Have some camaraderie. Nobody should be feeling bullied, exiled, and all that crazy stuff, you know? It's sad. And yes, for all families involved in the case on either side, I'm praying for the comfort of those that lost a son, and I'm praying for the comfort of those that's fighting for a son's freedom. May justice be served. Because ain't no way in hell no 17-year-old just out here wanting to shank somebody for no damn reason. I refuse to believe that. And I ain't gonna front, but that picture that they keep showing, unfortunately, of the person who lost their life, that picture is not really the best picture to be. That picture actually kind of looks sinister. And I really hate to say that, you know, again, praying for both families, praying for both families. But I do not for 1 second believe that that was just a random, you know, I don't think that was a random thing, you know. And for the fact that at a sports, what I believe was a sports situation, practice or event or something like that, something that had to do, y'all can let me know. Because I believe they were outside, you know, by the track and fields and stuff like that. And I guarantee you that there's a reason why a kid, 17 years old, playing sports and what have you, had a, you know, a weapon of protection, a track meet. Thank you, sweetheart. Had a weapon of protection on them in that situation anyway. To me, that shows that something had been building up, or some animosity or some words or bullying or something. Why at a track meet would a kid need to have some type of protection on them anyway? You know? Absolutely, these conversations are a must. Yes, yes, Tinkers and Miss Eugenia. And parents, talk to your children, but most importantly, listen to them. Come on. Yes, stop taking this stuff for granted. And let me tell y'all something without me going into any long details or anything like that. But listen, Linda, don't always listen, evaluate the situation and ask questions, because I'm not gonna front. I have had run-ins with quite a few children that I know personally, um, had actual bullies for teachers. Teachers that would let the kids fight, you know, didn't even stop the fights, you know, actually, I know of a teacher that was actually like kind of bullying a student along with the students. It's some sick shit, y'all. Just because these people go to school and get these degrees, you got a lot of crazy ass people with degrees. You got a lot of crazy people that's in control, have certain controls, and you got to pay more attention, whether it's with law enforcement, whether it's in these schools, in these churches. Stop taking things for granted and pay attention. Observe, listen, sneak and geek if you have to. Ain't no such thing as privacy to their asses out the house and paying their own bills. The fuck? Make sure your children ain't look at all this shit that was going on Roblox, and all these parents out here buying Robux and shit. Seen a child was playing Roblox, and one of the characters was sitting in the corner getting, you know what, getting blowed off. You heard me? Kids are playing this game. People know that they can do this type of shit because parents ain't paying enough fucking attention. They can put any kind of sinister, nasty, um perversion type bullshit in these games and apps and things, and parents ain't even paying attention. They're actually paying for their kids to be exposed to this type of shit. Schools have bullies. Pay attention. Watch the signals of your children's behaviors. Do they show signs of depression? Do they show signs of, you know, being bothered by anything? Are they getting proper support that they need? Are they telling anybody a problem and it ain't getting solved? Are your kids saying, I already told my teacher twice she don't do anything? And you just tell your kid, well, just do this or do that. No, go see about that shit. These teachers and people at these schools and other places needs to know they can't just be out here getting away with talking to kids any kind of way and encouraging negative behavior because half the time they be young-minded and immature themselves. Y'all got teachers out here in schools running whole entire classrooms with 20-something students in them, and they be like 23, 24 years old. Going home to smoke a blunt and gossip, probably in this sector right here, this messy ass sector right here. Probably holds a teacher that's responsible for your child. Titles don't take the crazy out of a motherfucker. Pay attention. See, make sure you know whom they being exposed to. Don't let your friends just say, well, I'm good friends with little Johnny. Can I go spend the night at little Johnny house? And you don't even know, you go and meet the parents. What, one time you go knock on the door for 5 minutes and, hey, I'm Paula. And well, hi, I'm Becky. All right, this is my husband, John. And well, hi, this is my husband, Thomas. Yeah, I hear our children are good friends and he wanted to spend the night at your house. Next thing you know, your kid over there for the weekend. And damn, old girl and a dude, they arguing. They saying crazy shit around your kid, fussing, abuse, anything. I know of a girl who I went to school with. Her daughter was 13 years old, 13, 14 years old, went to a classmate's house for them to study and, you know, study and, I guess teenagers don't necessarily play, but I guess kick it for a little while after school and stuff like that. She was 13 or 14 years old. The stepdaddy came home and told the son he wasn't supposed to have he said, you wasn't supposed to have company. And he shot the little girl clean in the head. My friend's daughter, well, we were childhood friends. Her daughter was 14. And because this little boy had a crazy ass stepdaddy, who came in the house and said, you weren't supposed to have company, and unalived that little girl. He in jail right now to this day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but you know what I have to say about that, mentors, is that nobody, and I mean nobody, can tell somebody's story for them. No classmate nor teacher spent every moment of every day with Carmelo Anthony. Every student and classmate who may have known Carmelo Anthony wasn't walking home with him every single day or on the bus with him every single day. In the, you can't tell you can't rule out what the possibility of somebody possibly have had a run-in with somebody before, or even in that moment, if some words were being, you disrespecting this guy, telling him he can't sit underneath your tent in the rain or some shit. Wow, that's crazy. Yep, agreed. And just, yep. So, you know, somebody that knows me can't tell me, what I didn't go through or whatever. It's 365 days in a year, 180 school days in a year. Two or three classmates can't, or however many, can't say what people go through shit all the time that nobody knows about. bullies secretly, whether it's it looks antagonizing, doing little shitty things to somebody or whatever, or even if it was just in that moment, bullying him up out of the tent, saying, nah, go in the rain or go somewhere else. You can't sit under here from the rain. You can't sit under here and talk to your friends under our tent. That little boy didn't own the tent. He didn't own the school, own the property, own the track and field, own the bleachers or wherever they were at. You don't have a right to tell somebody where they can't sit, and you are of no authority, you know? So even if he was just bullying in that moment, that's bullying. Let me see. Yeah, they will. Yeah, they will. Let me see. Well, thank you, Ashley, and I really appreciate that. Beautiful. Thank you. How, yep, absolutely, Adrian. I really feel like it was probably I don't know if there were other, you know, African American people under that tent. I'm not for sure. And again, I wasn't there, but all I know is that, with anything, people are going to see things from different perspectives. I might have um seen it. I could be standing to the backside of the problem. Someone else could be standing to the side. Somebody else could be standing in the middle. You know what I mean? It's different points of views and perspectives as well. But yeah, however, I do feel like, I strongly do not feel like this young man would have just say, you know what? I think I'll unalive you today. I don't think that's how it happened either. I hope he gets his appeal, and many black people also agree with the facts, and I trust their judgment and will accept their decision. Yeah, we have no choice but to accept the decisions of the courts because we don't decide. But there is plenty of times where the court has certainly got it wrong. There's been times society has also gotten it wrong. Hence, you know, a lady later confessed that she was not being winked at or whistled at or whatever. But she confessed this after how many years when a little boy lost his life named Emmett Till for somebody lying. It's so many times that people get locked up, and they're innocent. You know what I mean? Uh But I honestly, my perspective is yes, I hope he gets his appeal. I do not think that he deserves the time that he got. I do not. I do not even believe that he um I don't even think that perhaps he even wanted to was trying to unalive him. I think that, through uh, perhaps a hasteful moment or however you want to say it, things, sometimes you could do things and not intend for the result to be the result and you can't take it back. You could hit somebody in the wrong spot and it takes them out, or whatever. So because it happened, I don't know personally. I have not exclusively tapped all the way into this case by way of every detail, but I'm just saying, um I don't know that I venture to guess his goal was to put a stop to whatever was happening. Okay, let me ask you this. Di- so if he said, touch me and you will find out, did the boy touch him? Did the boy touch him? Did the boy touch him? Send a copy of Neo's live when you can. Few others on this case. I got you, Texas. They jumped in my thought. Yes, and are you advocating for violence? Then when you are touched, if so, this will end badly for everyone. Hold up. Yes, as in they touched him, and you are asking, no, he was never jumped. Hold up. And are you advocating for violence? Then when you are touched, if so, this will end badly for everyone. Yes, Franklin, the witness testified they backed him up to the end of the tent, and yes, Austin touched him. Okay, don't mind my laughter. I'm behind on the live cracking up. You so funny, DM. Well, I'm always around to provide a good laugh, Sister teacher said I can't even listen to this case at all. Oh. I'm gonna say this, and if the kids truly wanted violence, Carmela would have never walked out of that tent untouched. So I'm confused. I thought you said he did get touched. Yes or no? Did Carmelo get touched in any way? Did he just come out the bag with did he get touched? I see somebody said they backed him up in a corner. Yeah, that was interesting too, that it wasn't not one African American on the jury at all. But hey, um they saw blood and lost their minds. They went on that because no one even saw this was Army night. I'm asking, did they touch? It was on the news. The witness said it showed it in the video that the guy backed him up in the corner and put his hands on him. Because I will say this. Let me see. All right. Now I'm gonna say this. There is a 12-minute video with 10 missing minutes. If those 10 missing minutes show first degree, do you really believe it would have gone missing? Ooh. Not a 12-minute video with 10 minutes missing. That's crazy. That's probably the part of the video that wasn't in evidence. Stand your ground and air law don't require no retreat. Ugh. Well, I'm gonna say this in all due respect. If somebody is telling you in your face or telling you what you can't do, you can't sit here, go, whatever, antagonizing you and stuff like that, and it's just a verbal whatever. But then there would be no reason for him to say, touch me and see what happened unless somebody was threatening to touch him you know? And then if someone did, well, damn, you know what I'm saying? You don't get a right to be up in my face and actually physically put your hands on me, not saying that, it should have resulted in someone losing their life. But if you are surrounded by people who may not be your people or whatever, or, I don't know, You know what I'm saying? Like that boy ain't had no right to put his hands on him if that's what happened, or back him into a corner or none of that. Now, am I saying that he should have went that far? But I don't know how far that went. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how far that situation went. Were they threatening to do something to him or what? Like beat him up, jump him, or what? But you can't be out here just putting your hands on people either. Now um I'm not condoning the stabbing. I'm not condoning the young man losing his life. But I also am saying that, I don't know how far myself, which is why I'm not going to all the way judge it, but it sounds to me that the guy could have just like minded his business too. Sometimes it pays to mind your business, you know? But I ain't in no way condoning, hey, if somebody touch you, just go off, unaliving folks and stuff. I'm not saying that at all. But I don't know what they might have, I got to get more of the story, which I don't have, as far as where they threatening him, threatening to do something to him with more people, acting like they were going to, jump in it or what. I'm not for sure. So I'm going to let that be. I think both boys were wrong from the live I've seen before the trial. Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't think there was I don't think he had an intention to unalive. I think it was probably more so, I'm not gonna necessarily even get into all of it right now while I don't have all the facts. But what I am gonna do is I do have to run, you guys, but I do want to thank y'all for joining me yet again on this live. I don't know yet if I will be live tomorrow. So I got some things I need to handle. I'm gonna finish dealing with these other couple of strikes or whatever. I just want to go ahead and submit my stuff regardless. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And I also have to run to the store real quick because I'm running a little behind on that as well. So I love you guys, and I really thank everybody who's blessed me in this live. Thank you so much again to Miss J Jones. Thank you to Brother D Ham. Thank you to Child of God. Thank you to Child of God again. Thank you so much. And thank you, Sweet Pea. Thank you all for blessing this live. I really love you guys, appreciate you guys, and I hope to see you all soon. I agree with that, mentors. I wish the situation never would have happened. So I can agree that it could have probably been handled better on both ends. I agree with Sister Teacher when she said that, it could have probably been handled better on both ends, but I don't want to speak on what, you know, too much of what I'm not all the way sure on. So anywho, I love y'all. I gotta run. Thank you for everything. You guys hold it down. Love you much. See you on the next one. God bless the mods, the members, and the chat family. Shout out to you guys. Thank you so much, Texas Bama, for joining me today and giving us some insight and explaining some things to us. I really appreciate your time, sweetheart. Shout out to the whole Break Room 411 family. Love y'all.